Hello, marching on tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem 4 with me, BlueAnkylo. Between episodes, I have done a fair bit of inventory maneuvering. It didn't all work out quite according to plan. Some estimates on gold were grossly overestimated, let's say. But I'll have a quick recap, and then we will march upon Velthamer and Lord Reptor. So first off, we've got a bit of a bachelor party up here. Noish, Alec, Arden, Jamka, and Du. Technically, Lex could join them, but I figured he might as well hold on to his axes and help out. But everybody else here just tossed everything so we could repurchase them on other people. That way, they didn't have any weapons, so I didn't want to use them. So that was pretty straightforward. The only one down here that has no children is Lex, so he just got all the axes. You know, might as well. I didn't even bother repairing them. It shouldn't really matter. Alright, and then as far as... oh, also keep in mind, it took me a fair while. It actually took maybe 5 to 10 turns for Du to get to the army. And it took about that long for me to figure out how I wanted to move the items around. So that took me from like turn 19 to say 29, 30. And then it took like 15 turns to get everyone down here. So I'm really quite glad that I cut out the walk through the desert, because that was pretty terrible. Also, because I probably shut it off, turn autosave back on, animations back on. Okay. So, what am I saying? Unit review. So, just real quick, Sigurd, I never made it any more gold for him. I ended up spending most of the thief gold on Aideen to buy staves, which I did need to carry on, so I kind of messed up Sigurd's inheritance. The main thing was I should never spend this much money on Tyrfing. That was an accident. I didn't think it through. I would have way rather spent the 50k on, like, the Paragon Band, or maybe just a couple of their swords. I don't know. I mean, Silver Sword passed down will be fine, but this is not quite what I was intending. That was sort of a mistake. The next one up is going to be Aideen. So I was able to buy most of the stuff I wanted on Aideen. That's pretty much alright. Mend Staff, Physics Staff, Restore Staff, Warp Staff, and the Return Band. I didn't give her the Return Staff because it's sort of inferior to Warp. This is better for experience anyway. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's fine. And I'll pass down the Return Staff on a different healer. Also, she was kind of she ran out of money, so that's sort of one or the other sort of deal. This way I'll have a long range, a full heal, status, warping, and returning all on my starter healer. I feel like that's not bad. Next up is Ira. I didn't get as much money for Ira and Du as I was hoping. So I wasn't really able to buy anything with her. She didn't really get any more gold because we gave it all away to the healers. So Ira was kind of stuck. Now she's still passing down a steel blade. It's pretty good. I was hoping to buy a silver sword on her. I have like 2 silver swords. One on Sigurd and one on somebody else right now. But anyway, this will be a fine pass down for starting. It's alright. Du was another huge failure in terms of cash. Ira and Du together. Oh yeah, up here. I guess he's not actually a bachelor. Now that I think about it. I don't actually have enough. I didn't have any gold on him to sell stuff and transfer it to other people, basically. I wanted him to buy a silver blade, basically, because Holland can't pass it down to Patty. So my goal was to have Holland sell the silver blade, buy some normal swords for Patty, and then have Du pick up some really good swords for Ulster. But that didn't work. So I didn't have any gold, so then I can't really change anything, which means Ulster is starting with kind of lousy swords. And they're not even repaired because I've got no money, but a good set of equipment. He'll be able to sell the Paragon Band at some point, make a lot of money, and we can pass these around in Gen 2 however we want. But so Ulster will be rich, but Du is not. And I could still sell one to buy a silver sword or something, but the problem was I didn't even have anyone else that had the cash. Like, I could have sold, like, Du technically has money in rings, but I don't have anyone else that can buy them. Like, buying the Paragon Band is 40k. I don't have anyone else I can pool enough money to buy it right now, which is kind of the mistake. I should have ended it on Sigurd, but whatever. Next on the list is Beowulf. He had a fair bit of money, so he ends up with basically all the swords. So, you know, his kid does not need all these swords, but I was planning on going like Bolt, Brave, Wing, Armor, but then I ran out of money on other people, so they end up with Silver Blade and the Iron Blades. And this way, Delmud will have lots of stuff to sell, and, you know, he can pick the swords he likes, and someone else can buy the other swords. At least we're not going to lose them, is the main thing. Next up is Midir. Midir has all the bows, basically, so that his kid can use whatever bow he prefers. So that's nice. Erin is next. She's got basically all the lances. She's really the only one that can pass them down, so there she goes. She does have a slim sword snuck in there, but as far as I know, they're all C or B, so they'll all pass down and mostly be sold, but we will have other characters in Gen 2 that want javelins, so we'll pass those around as needed. Azul is next. I didn't really change his much. I bought him the Pursuit Band, so this was sort of one of the big mistakes. I had it on Lewin, but I didn't want it to pass down to Seti, because Seti joins kind of late, doesn't need it, and I wanted to give it to someone early on that joins that needs the gold. I was hoping... I kind of hoped that Holden would have enough money because I could pass it down to Patty, and I think Patty actually could use the Pursuit Band, but I didn't have enough money for that. So I put it on Azel just so I didn't lose it, and that was that. And then he's got the magic ring and kind of a decent set of tomes for his kid. It's very difficult. L-Wind will only be passed down by Lewin. Nobody else starts with B-Wind. And there's no L-Thunder in Gen 1 that I could find. So Wind could either go through Azul or Telta. But I think Azul's kid joins... Well, they're married, but Azul's boy joins a little earlier. So I figured we'll send these through him. Holden is next. Unfortunately, he does not have an A-rank child. Like, his sword does not have A-rank swords, so I couldn't pass down anything besides Seal Swords. I probably could have passed down a Brave Sword, but it's just a thief, so it's not a big deal. I did manage to pick up the Renewal Band that will probably be just used to sell to make gold. But at least I spent his gold, so some things worked out. I did manage to pretty much clear out the entire pawn shop. I just didn't allocate them quite the way I was hoping. Which is fine, you know, it's my first time. Rayquasis, she ended up buying the Silver Sword just so I wouldn't lose it, because I needed someone who could pass it down to an A-rank child, and that ended up being her, because she had a little bit of spare money. She's also got a heal and return staff. Her kid can use staves. And honestly, this is more swords than necessary, but whatever. Might as well pass them down. Sylvia is next. I didn't do anything with Sylvia. I was thinking of moving the leg ring, but I didn't have enough money to move it, so I didn't. And also, Sea Sword, good sword. Telta. Passing down what you'd expect. I think I transferred the fire over from one of my healers because they can't move it. And it doesn't... I mean, fire is not a very good tome, but at least it gives weapon triangle over wind, so it's sort of an advantage if you're a pure thunder mage. I'm pretty sure she can pass that down. Let me just look one more time. I might have messed that up. No, her daughter can use Fire B, actually. Thanks to Azul being a fire bloodline, whatever it's called. Tinny can actually use L-Fire. I could have passed L-Fire down to her if I wanted, but whatever. She doesn't have a Thunder, so Thoron is going to disappear, and, you know, these two will move down. A couple left. Bridget. She's in here somewhere with the bow. I didn't really change her equipment. Her son is a pretty late join, well, comparatively speaking. So Euphil's good enough. I did repair it for him. And most of the bows will be in the game. So Midir has all of them passed on. So I can transfer them between the second-gen archers, you know, however I want later. Like I was saying, Lewin lost his pursuit ring because he doesn't... Well, his kid doesn't need it anyway. I was able, on Lewin, to repair the silence and recover, and I pot the sleep. Lewin had a fair bit of money, as it turned out, and I was able to actually pass down all the sleep staves. I was a little bit worried I wouldn't be able to, or the status staves. I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to afford these, but they're B rank, and Aideen did not have the money for them, so it ended up being Seti or Corfi, which would have been Claude, and Lewin had a lot more money, so he went with those. So Recover is really good, but no one else really had the money for it, so there it is. And then finally Claude. Basically just staves, nothing special. I don't think anyone else can pass those down, and then at least a heal staff is a cheaper heal, so I don't have to always use the stupid expensive heal. And that's that. So, all said and done. I've been kind of trying to stay out of range of the mages here because they took a couple shots at people. We might have taken a little bit of meteor damage on the way through. Not a big deal. Plus, I did kill these mages up here. And the only other thing you would have missed out on, I think, was I didn't really do any level grinding. Sylvia was dancing a lot, so she got a couple levels up while we were moving people around. And I think I did some warping on Talta before I sold the warp staff. So I got her to level 30 just for stats. Her stats are really, really good, though. She's turned out super, super awesome. Anyway, we got a mage. Let's move in Sigurd, who is pretty much immune to magic. And what I kind of want to do is, like, lure them down. Like, I don't know exactly what's going to go on, but I'm going to move him up. I could probably send Erin in. She could start killing the ones up high. And everybody else, like, I wouldn't mind making kind of a choke point here, maybe, out of range of the mages. It depends on how aggressive these guys will be. So I kind of want to see what happens first. Plus, I've already sort of moved my dancer and stuff, so... Oh, yeah. We're going to show off the final... I missed one conversation last episode. So, Du and Jamka, they're going to have a little chat next turn. And yeah, I had to warp Du back to the home castle to promote him, so... Don't worry, I remembered. So, I mean, meteoring Sigurd with the Tearfing is kind of silly. Low accuracy, and even if you hit, 2 damage. So, it's okay. I wouldn't be surprised if Sigurd with Tearfing could solo the rest of the map, basically, with no worries. Oh, I forgot to heal up Erin. That's a mistake. She's not in, like, death range, but I think she got hit by a meteor on her way down, and I just forgot to heal it. Oh, we are getting something. Okay. This is it. The time to strike is upon us. With the fire mages of Velthamur on our side, we shall crush the Webbles in one fell swoop. Are they? Yeah, they are attacking. Good. I was kind of hoping they would. I figured they were too far back to just sit there all the time. Seems reasonable to me anyway. So they got a pretty big army. Seeing as I've already wasted a ton of turns, I feel pretty okay. Just if I can draw them into me, we'll let them get closer. Execute the plan. Concentrate all your fire on Reptor and his army. There will be no survivors under any circumstance. Am I clear? Oh. Well, I mean, I'm not surprised that these guys are scumbags, but I wasn't expecting that. I don't even know if I can attack them anymore. No. So they're gonna fight each other, I guess? Well, that makes the pulling back strategy even better. Alright. Come on down, anytime you please. So all my healers, I'm pretty sure, are pretty much maxed out. There's no leveling, no level grinding allowed at this point in the game. That's just a normal heal. just a basic C rank staff. Alright, put Lex up there. Let's see, Raquasis for support. Beowulf up front. I didn't really order these guys very well. Azel for magic nearby. Midir. Actually, we might be able to get some shots from that's what I should be doing. It's getting some shots from the low ground. I should have moved Azel up that way. I'm going to let them get a little bit closer, but I think next turn I'm going to look for some pot shots I can take from I have to be careful, obviously, but I'm thinking Like, if the mage ends his turn there, we can definitely kill him. Doesn't the boss has magic, like, so we gotta be real careful about him. He's got, 60 damage, legendary tome, so you gotta watch his range. So, hopefully they get sort of stuck in the choke point, he gets stuck on the back, and I can pick off some of his troops with, especially my mounted, long-range units. Oh, why can I... Oh. Alright, I like my defense position. Think I've got a good strat. Also, let's do our conversation so I don't forget about it. Hey, Jemka! You still here, are you? Look, didn't you hear us the first time? You're just in the way now. Go on, get out of here. Scram! Ugh, why is everyone saying that? What is with you lot lately? I actually am married and I have 2 children already. We're so close to winning this thing, but you wouldn't know it from how you're all acting. What's going on here? Oh, sorry. You're right. I guess I'm a bit tense seeing as I sold all my bows to go gambling. Not sure why, besides the gambling. Look, Janka, you're a neat guy. I like you. I know I've been kind of a pain in the neck right from the start, and, you know, sorry. Huh? Why are you so happy all of a sudden? Sappy all of a sudden? If anyone's being weird, it's you. Well, never mind. See you later. Huh. Even Dew can tell something's not right. I really don't think Dew is supposed to be 10 anymore, seeing as... I'm pretty sure he's got children according to the story at this point in the game. But he still looks awfully young. It's a little weird. Oh yeah, he got Pursuit when he promoted to Rogue. That's nice. Or no. Or yeah, he did. Yeah. I wonder why he doesn't get a romance dialogue. Did he get a romance dialogue with his... I don't think he and Ira got one. Ira talked to Sigurd, and Dew talked to Jemka, but they didn't talk to each other. So I don't know if you were supposed to actually... I don't think that's a canonical pairing. Oh, so, she's got meteors. So this is going to be a lot of meteors, I think. I might want to speed through this a little bit. The animation, even on the map animation here, takes a while. Alright, we get it. There's meteors. We'll check how much damage is done once they're stopped moving. What? Velthamur has turned on us? Ah, so this is what Arvis was planning all along. Yeah, you're in a pretty bad spot there, dude. Oh, they're gonna fight each other. Yeah, of course. I mean, that's what I was gonna do. I'm so glad that, whatever this guy's name is, it's not Langbolt. He's already dead. This is his boss. Anyway, I'll let them fight it out. It looks like the mountain mages are dead already, practically. But they must have done a little bit of damage. Arvis is full of himself. They hit like 2 guys? Oh no, 2 guys that didn't get killed. Well. I could attack one of their mages. I'm pretty sure Azul could attack and move out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I think we could probably have Midir do it as well if we don't finish him off. Actually, Midir with a Brave Bow might be an easier kill. But that's the only one we can attack. Yeah, this is safer because no counter. If Azul attacks, we get hit by counter. The high ground is nothing in the face of the Brave Bow. Alright, they can't hit me. Alright, well, bring it on. I'm sure they'll finish off the skirmish here probably in the next round. Let's speed through. Another meteor. Meteor, meteor, meteor. Next. And then... I mean, their mages... They've got javelins versus Elfire. Oh, the Velthamer foes might get a kill. Good job. I actually didn't expect them to get any kills the way that was going. Has this guy got, like, physic or something? Fortify and a miracle band. Neat. Do we attack? What do they got? Steel bows. The fact that we're still whittling them down a little bit seems pretty good to me. I mean... Oh, this guy's got a lot of HP. What is this? 17 times 4? That's a kill. We'll take maybe 10 damage. That's fine. Good old brave bows. I don't think Midir is amazing, but compared to a lot of old Fire Emblem archers, he's still better than average, I think. Just because he's a mounted archer. Like his, and maybe I got bad luck with some of his stat growths. It's hard to know for sure. He certainly does not have the stats that Jemka or Bridget do. They have, like, amazing sniper stats, but they just don't have the horse. And the horse does make up a lot. But, anyway. So this guy might attack us with a jav. Let's try to... If we can lure him with Lex, let's do that. And otherwise, we're just gonna wait till they move. I feel like waiting for them to come to us still makes a lot of sense here. They're all in a thin line, so if they start moving towards us, we can start easily picking them off. The only downside is we're kind of missing out on the damage from the Velthamer mages. They are doing damage, but this guy's healing it all off every turn, I think. So it's hard to tell exactly how useful they've been. Because, you know, Fortify is overpowered. You see that in Three Houses as well. Flane and Mercedes, I think the two of them both get recover the AoE. And its range is based on your magic. So if you use the two of them, by the end of the game, their magic stats so high, they basically each have a full heal for the entire party that they can use. I forget how many times per map, but might be like 3 or 4 times per map or something. It's just stupidly strong. Amazingly fun, but also pretty imbalanced. Usually, Fortify staffs are something like 3 uses per game, and then that's the end of the staff, I think. Alright, so this guy did go for it, and Lex is more than happy to ask him a question. Alright, so I think I'll do some hit and runs this round. Oh! El Thunder! I guess they're supposed to be lightning mages, right? This is, oh, what's her name? Tichu, Talchu, her dad, right? So it's like the kingdom of lightning mages. Oh, that's the boss. We could attack him from the low ground. So we definitely need to watch out for him. We can't really push up safely. He does 60 magic damage, even to someone like Sigurd. That's still 31. 55. How much armor does he have? 21. So if we sent Sigurd specifically, who could resist it a little bit, we would deal 24 damage times 2. That's not quite a kill, but we would survive the counter, and that might be enough for someone else to finish him off. Or we could just try to shoot him, like, okay, 60 is so much. That's so strong. He does have 30 magic as a Baron. How do these armor guys get such good magic stats? 0 luck? Is he trying to say something? I don't think Midir can even survive one counter. Yeah, 55 damage. Even at full HP, that would not be enough. Azel... Geesh, we need people with... essentially a combo of 60 of HP and resistance summed. So Azel's a couple HP resistance short. What about Lewin? He could survive one counter. Okay. This is interesting. I think I might want Aaron to go kill that and then fly back. Oh, we could kill an archer at least. And then heal Midir after that. We'll take 17 damage, but we'll deal 21 times 4. We only need 3 hits. At least we're going to try to thin the herd as much as I can before the boss gets to us. Because he seems kind of scary. Also, we only had 66% hit rate there. The boss must have a lot of leadership stars. I should have double checked. We don't need to move that far back. Just a couple squares. How much... So he's got plus 30% evasion and hit for his nearby allies. That includes this mage. Still, this is perfect for Erin. This is exactly what she excels at. Just keep in mind how much his range is. So let's use Adine for a little heal. I don't think it matters too much, but I'm trying not to waste our super expensive staves that we're planning on passing down, so. Alright, next up, this dude. We can leave someone in range of the archer. Might as well be Lex again anyway. We could heal him, I suppose. Claude is right there. Not that he needs, like, 3 HP, but... Actually, Lex might have enough HP. As long as he has a few resistance, he might survive a single hit from the boss. No, not enough resistance. Alright, well, I wonder. 12 damage? Not enough. It's too bad. Brave Sword's pretty good, though. I haven't found a really good use for those magic range wet swords. They're neat, but almost always not enough damage. I would need a C rank sword user that was like really good at magic, but didn't have magic tomes, like a healer or something. All right, Sigurd's in range. We'll move him down, just so that the archer shoots someone with the axe, the hand axe, and then Requisis and Sigurd are still in range for their bonus. And no one else can do anything. Okay. They may have dodged most of the meteor mages, but our line of defense is still cutting them to pieces. The boss is definitely a little bit tricky, though. I'm a little bit worried about that. Oh, hey, if you could actually kill their Fortify mage, that, well, 17 damage, huh? Got my hopes up for nothing. Alright, that sword guy wants to die. Archer. I didn't check the math out, but I just figured Lex had enough defense, it wouldn't matter. Looks like he gets doubled, though. Axes are heavy, so sure. Thank you. Oh, I think it's time to start figuring our fight out. Yeah, snipers must get pursuit, I guess, when they promote, maybe? Not so much armored bows. Alright, well, he's in a relatively vulnerable position. So, if we kill the archer, we've got a melee spot for Sigurd. And he can canto, or we could dance. A lot of people will die on one hit, though. His defense and resistance aren't that high. He just has a huge attack power. He's weak to wind, so really, I think what you're supposed to do is have Lewin, except with a better tome. Yeah. Looks like Lewin would almost solo the boss. If we had the Forseti tome, I bet you he'd just one-shot him, one-round him. Die! If I'm to burn all, you all will burn with me. Now, he's got Pavice or something, maybe. Ooh. Fancy animations. We didn't double? What? Oh, I got rid of the pursuit ring. If he still had the pursuit ring, that would have been better. Alright. My bad. Why don't we use Midir to kill that mage? Yeah. I'm a little bit worried about leaving injured mages on the line here. So I want to use people that have Kanto to get an attack in and get out of the way kind of thing. Because just killing the boss won't be enough. Now, how does Azel stack up? 49. He cannot take a hit from the boss. So all he can do is try to kill something else, I guess. He can't even kill that guy. 12 speeds. We cannot double with Elfire. Well, just do some chip damage. Well, he might be able to kill the Armor Knight or something, if depending on how things go. Let's hold off on his turn. So what are we doing here? Am I going to have to dance Lewin, heal him, and attack again? I might need to. You could check Telta, whatever her name is. His daughter, actually. You know, she's not a bad match if she hits. Not the most accurate. She could adept. I wish she was a little bit more accurate on him. He's got a lot of... No, he's only got 32 avoid. I guess it just... Oh, she's out of range. Yeah, she's out of range of Sigurd and Raquies. I could get her 20% more. This is only in range of Sigurd. I would definitely have to defend her, but maybe it's worth it to have... You know, she gets 20% evasion and accuracy from her lover. I didn't even notice that. At least 20% accuracy. So there's another bonus hit rate if you want to factor those in later on. Well, she doesn't die, so... Come on, 2 out of 3. Tattle? I can hardly believe it. No matter how traitorous you become, not once did I expect to face you like this. Father, I'm sorry. Curse that Claude! How dare he fill my daughter's head with lies? No, it's too late. I have no choice. I must protect the honor of House Frege. Talta, for your treachery you must die. Oh. This is kind of scary stuff. Come on! Dang it! Stupid Pavice. This is not good at all. That is the problem. He's got like 30% Pavice on top of all this. Ah, haha. What can we do about this? Alright, I'm gonna have Ira kill the archer. I believe. She's not... There's no way she fails this, right? Right, guys? Now, if you could guarantee an Astra, she might be able to kill, one round. Maybe she could have killed, what's his name? 35% works every time. If she had the Brave Blade, maybe. She'd have 2 chances. Alright, I just want to see how much damage Sigurd can do here. A lot. Is that a double, though? 7 weight. 29 minus 7 is 22. He has an effective attack speed of 16, which is pretty good. But Sigurd needs vengeance for his dead father. Turfing's pretty good. Sigurd! So you've come to spread your evil ways in our holy fatherland? Traitor scum! You're the only traitor here, Reptor. For your fiendish crimes against both my father and the late Prince Kurth, I've come to exact justice upon you. Ha! Don't make me laugh, you naive twit. Consider this a lesson in politics and power. Your father had no power, hence he is dead. Even a common knight such as yourself can surely appreciate this fundamental truth. A knight appreciates honor and justice. I see none of those in your actions. For too long, you've soiled Granvale's honor. I've come to set the fatherland to rights. Such a pity your hard work is all for naught. Byron died a sad, pitiful traitor, and you will meet his very same fate at my hands. In the face of the supreme power of thunder, Mjolnir, you are but a candle to be snuffed. Sigurd, your dying thoughts will lament your complete lack of... He spoke too long and we stabbed him, right? Please tell me this is what happened? Bosses and their exposition. Kill him! Alright, super lightning, 100%. I'm probably not going to dodge it. But I actually could have taken 2 hits from it, technically. Gah, Arvis! What in the blazes? Alright, I like the fact that Sigurd got the kill there. Oh, it just kills the whole army? So good. Alright, well that was easier than I expected. I think that's pretty much it. There's no more enemies. So we'll just march them up. We'll just go talk to Lord Arvis, who's clearly our friend now. And, oh, we should get Sylvia one more level up, I suppose. Happy music! I thought we'd have a bit more fight there, but, you know, Frege, or whatever his name was, he's pretty tough. Enjoy the level up. HP resistance. Yeah, we actually need more resistance, apparently. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Telta got to fight her dad. Lewin learned why he should talk to his mother, because he would have done a lot better there. And Sigurd got the kill. And honestly, I could have gotten more other kills and got some more level ups, but that's fine. Alright. Ah, Lord Sigurd. I'm glad to see you're safe. What's going on? What caused Velthamir's change of loyalties? Lord Arvis has long been aware of your innocence, and was on your side all along. This affair in its entirety was dictated by the whims of Reptor and Longbolt, architects of the conspiracy against you. Lord Arvis was unable to act until now, as the Duke's control of the royal court was simply too powerful to contravene. Is that so? All's well that ends well, then. I can restore my father's good name in the court, and that'll be the end of it. Yes, diplomacy, Sigurd's strongest point. Indeed! Lord Arvis and His Majesty await your return in Valhalla, Lord Sigurd. Please, make your way to the royal city as soon as possible. Really? Very well, I'll be heading right up there. I hear Lord Arvis arranged a ceremonial reception for you with the entire Valhalla Royal Guard. Quite the magnificent celebration of your glorious return is in order, it seems. Thank you. After all that's happened in the past few years, this ought to be a fitting conclusion. Ah, what a happy ending, guys. Slew all the enemies, nothing bad could possibly happen. We've tied up all the loose ends, right? Once we're done, I should look into getting my allies some compensation for their help. They've certainly deserve it, after all this. Indeed, sir. And we all, even the bachelors, join the party. Look at this amazing parade. All the green guys cheering for us. We got mages, we got spear guys, we got some paladins. Everyone's playing happy music because we saved Granvale from the evil dukes. Lord Arvis is actually a totally decent dude, and he's throwing us a party. Ah, Lord Sigurd. Truly, this is an auspicious day. Quite. Congratulations on your triumphant return to the fatherland. It's good to see you too, Lord Arvis. Thank you for that silver sword, by the way. Let me just return it to... No. No chance, right? Thank you for such a lavish greeting. If I may ask, where is His Majesty? Alas, His Majesty is taken severely ill. He has become permanently bedridden. I mean, yes, as such, I am administering all affairs of state on his behalf for the time being. Is that so? Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I bet my misadventures didn't exactly help His Majesty feel any better. Once we're finished here, I'll visit the palace and give him my sincerest apologies. I think not. Sigurd of Chelfie, I hereby sentence you to death for your crimes of treason. His Majesty will not be seeing you today or ever. What? What are you talking about, Arvis? You only realizing now? You are far too naive, Sigurd. Need I remind you that you and your father still sought to usurp the throne and plotted against the crown? Nothing has changed. It is my duty to exact justice upon you in the name of my wife, Princess Deirdre. I trust you understand, Sigurd. But Princess Deirdre? No, it can't be. It can't be. Ha! Of course, you've never met, correct? Very well, I suppose an introduction would be a fair parting gift before your demise. Come, Deirdre, greet our guests. Deirdre, allow me to introduce you to Sigurd, the spawn of your father's murderer Byron. I trust you have some choice words for him. So this is Sigurd? Deirdre, no, this can't be happening. Why are you speaking like this? Deirdre, it really is you. No. Do you know me, sir? Of course I do. You're my... Enough. Deirdre, stand clear. This is an extremely dangerous man. Rest assured, this traitor will be punished. But can't we have a little more time? Unacceptable. Guards, escort the princess to the castle. Wait, Arvis, please. Just like Aideen, she fights. But it's all in vain. Wait, Deirdre! Arvis, please, I beg you. She's my... Enough! I grow wary of your ravings. Attention, men. We no longer have any use for keeping the traitors alive. Move in on Sigurd and his party. The time to serve them their punishment has come. Damn you, Arvis! And they're all red. And by the way, did I mention? They know how to use Meteor. And suddenly it's area of effect, super meteors. Even Sylvia took one. And of course he has a legendary flame tome himself. Mind you, Tyrfing should have helped us out, man. Oh, and thus comes the end of an era. The path of Granvale's great unrest, arising from the conflict with Isaac, has led one young man to his grim fate. His sorrowful tale and those of countless other valiants are now lost to the world. Many heroes lost their lives on this path. Quan, Prince of Leonster. Ethelyn, his wife, of course Sigurd's sister as well. And Sigurd, the young heir of Shalfie. And the names of those heroes who fought alongside Sigurd to the bitter end at Belhalla, whose fates remain unknown. Noish, Alec, Arden. Poor Arden. Couldn't shield wall a meteor. Lex, apparently a nobleman of Dolzel, maybe related to Langbolt. Azel, nobleman of Velbethom, definitely brother of Arvis. Arya, princess of Isaac. I mean Ira, not Arya. Whatever. AD, noblewoman of Ljungby. I think they've just wiped out the entire Ljungby bloodline at this point. Midir, a knight of Ljungby, yeah. Jamka, Prince of Verdane. Should have just made him the king after we conquered, shouldn't we? Raquisus, nobleman of Nordion. Her brother's also dead. Beowulf, a free roaming knight. Oh, there was one village I've caught off camera that I missed that was on the peninsula. They talked about Eldigan, which is Raquisus' brother, and they mentioned specifically that he had a son before he died. I believe his name is Ares, and we'll probably find out in Generation 2. But keep that in mind. Eldigan did have a child. I believe their name is Ares. And someone in a village told us, but it was off camera, so I missed it. Sorry. That was just when I was running around. Basically. Sylvia. Even the dancer gets meteored to death. I kind of feel like Claude should have known what was happening, or warned Sigurd that Arvis was not to be trusted, because he's supposed to kind of know things, like he kind of sees the future or something, I don't know. Didn't work out either way. Hey, Bridget, she's a nobleman already. She was a pirate just a few months ago. These brave youths fought to change the world for the better. Yet now their unfulfilled dreams lie dead with them on the battlefield. Was their sacrifice in vain? What were they fighting for all along? And what of the light? There is no light. But that is the end of our episode and the end of Chapter 5. So thanks for watching, folks. That's a hard-hitting conclusion. Everyone we just spent, I don't know how many episodes, 30, 40 episodes on, is dead. Or at least most of them are dead. I think it's implied that a few of them somehow escaped the battlefield, but for the most part, our entire team is gone. That's pretty brutal. Not just Quan and Ethelyn gunned down in the desert, but even Sigurd and all his buddies. I'm pretty sure this is the only Fire Emblem in the series that wipes out the entire cast. There's generally not a lot of death in these sorts of games. Not a lot of permadeath. For a game that has permadeath, it's usually only when it's your mistake. It's very rarely plot related. Other than like, oh, your mother and father died and now you're the brave young lord going off to save the world. But, you know, your teammates generally don't have plot deaths in these games. Generally. Let's not count Ninian. Didn't really matter. That didn't count. Anyway, I guess that's all. I gotta end it here. Like I said at the beginning of our Let's Play here, I think this game has one of the more well-written stories of all the Fire Emblems I've played. I haven't played them all yet, of course, but just looking back at how Fire Emblem 6, 7, and 8 went, all the Game Boy Advance ones, they got nothing on genealogy as far as story goes. I mean, I like some of the gameplay improvements, of course, but overall, this is like, this would be an interesting book almost or something. Sigurd, I will give you that Sigurd was a little dumb, like, you know, kind of just kept conquering places and rushing forward, but in his mind, he had orders from the king to do it and to hold his land, and he was just following instructions from what he assumed to be the king, even though it pretty clearly wasn't. It was probably Langbolt and whatever the other guy's name is, all the evil chancellors. But yeah, I think there was some obvious decisions that he could have made that were a little bit smarter, like not holding on to the Prince of Isaac for all that time. I mean, not like occupying Agasti and Verdane all that time. Um, After sort of securing Celeste, he probably could have done something different besides charging into the desert. You know, that was a little bit headstrong, and it clearly didn't work. He probably should not have trusted Arvis. I don't think Arvis had ever done anything to really prove he was trustworthy up to this point, and it seemed like Claude, when he did his little tower prayer thing to his god, it was like, no, there's some bad stuff going on, Sigurd. We got to be real careful. There's like the whole kingdom's corrupt. These guys, you know, they framed your father and you. There's bad stuff. It's even worse. I can't even see it all. It's so bad. And Sigurd was like, yeah, well, I got an army, so I'm just gonna go invade. And it didn't work out. So I kind of like the fact that we lost because it wasn't a very good plan. As much as you can argue that like my characters could have killed all those guys and we've taken out stronger units, but like realistically, you know, if it was a proper sort of not player driven army, that was way too much, and we kept pushing forward and forward and forward with no kind of fallback or anything, no support, no supply lines, just kept charging forward until eventually we charged too far and Arvis pulled off a win. So that's it. I'm going to end the episode here. Thanks for watching. I guess I've got some new side panels to update because all these guys are dead. And we'll start looking forward to Generation 2. The good news is a lot of the fun will be learning how our new children have turned out. I think due to the pairing guide I followed, they should all be pretty darn strong. And I had a bit of a look at how the growths work. And theoretically, most of these children should have better growths than their parents, so we may end up with an even stronger batch of heroes next time around. At least, that's the theory. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you when we come back for the beginning of Chapter 6 and Generation 2. I believe some time will pass. Have a great day.